Howdy folks, it's Turtle here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. And today we're going to continue on our Greenland exploration bush trip. We're already on Leg5, so I assume you've already seen the previous videos. So let's just get going. Alright, it's snowing again, just taking some selfies here. Like before, we'll have to see if we need to clear up the weather so that we don't get icing issues. Just depends on what happens. Some of the legs we have had to clear up the weather, other legs we have not had to clear up the weather. But if soon you've seen other trips and you know that, maybe not. So yeah, there you go. Big snowstorm leaving and another one coming. Alright, let's get this thing booted up. Let's get this thing started. And then we'll check out where we're going. Come on now. Let's do that. Beacon because we're going to start it. No. Excuse you. We want battery. There we go. And fuel and everything is on right already, and just start it up. I think maybe we could do the boost pump if we wanted to, but we don't need to. Nope. Okay, there we go. Turn that off. We can turn the start off too now. There we go. I think that's everything we need to do. That's going to load for us, so we'll hit D to straighten out our compass and B for the barometer. No changes there. Our personal volume is so low I can't hear anything. Radio master, there we go. Pitot heat, we'll use that. Let's do all the things just because we can. There we go. Come on. Alrighty. We're going to POI 12. So again, just like before. I'm trying to remember what I've said because for you the last video was probably 2 days ago or something. For me it's been like a week. So I'm trying to get my bearings. No pun intended. We're going to chase the little square thing. That's how you do this. Oh, if you do CDI to GPS, then you can use this if you want to. Follow the purple line, but we don't need to do that. Alrighty, simple enough. Let's read about what's going on. Only 45 minutes away. Launch from this place and set a course to the southwest, following the path of the Kangerlussuaq fjord and its opening with the Davis Strait, an arm of the Atlantic Ocean. So 45 minutes to get to the mouth. Not too shabby. And then when we get there, we'll read about the next things. Alrighty, let's resume this out. Actually, I don't think we need to do that at all. We are out pretty far. Let me go like this. Alrighty, it'll say POI 12 on the thingamabobber, 87 nautical miles. Alrighty, do we have air traffic control? I think we do. Let's tune the tower. There's no ATIS. That's fine, unless it was on the other one. We're going to go to the south, it said, right? I think.
Sonderstrom ground, Turtlesoup Tango, 4-1 ready to taxi south departure.
Turtlesoup Tango, 4-1 taxi to and hold short of runway 27 via taxiway Alpha cross runway 27 Alpha. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 27 using taxiway Alpha Turtlesoup Tango 4-1.
Alrighty, 27 will be right here, I believe. So we're just going to make a U-turn. First set of flaps down. And it really got crazy with the weather. And I'm pretty sure, I already said this in the previous many videos, I never found icing in this except for pitot heat. So, yeah, I think we'll ice up if I don't clear the weather if it comes to that. So, parking brake off. It is rolling even without throttle. That's okay. Looks like the skis are down. We don't want them. Let's go up. I don't see them moving. Doesn't matter. Come on, though. Good grief. Oh, don't go too fast either. We can come over here for a quick taxi. Go for the forklift. And, we might not be able to chase that line until we're clear of the train, though. So we'll have to see. We might have to divert a little bit. The downside of the weather is that you can't see anything, really. I mean, the mountains will peek through the clouds a little bit here and there, but you can't see much. So if I drift the clear weather for icing, then we kind of win twice because we'll be able to see stuff. So we'll see how it goes after we taxi here. Oh yeah, we don't have autopilot in this one. Oh man, I was gonna take off But I do want to keep going. Let me do something quick. Can I do this quick? I have no control of my plane right now. Come on. Oh, yeah, that is it right there. Okay. Yeah, we don't have autopilot, so I was going to set autopilot for 45 minutes and go fold some laundry. Literally. But I guess not, because we have to hand fly this thing the entire time. That's okay. But even if we trim it out, you still have to be in control. Alright, when are we able to hold short here and get our option to ask for clearance? Because we're on the runway pretty much. I think we have to stop. Yep, there we go.
Sonderstrom Tower, Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 4-1 at runway 27 ready for departure to the south.
Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 for 1 altimeter, 29.9, 2 wind, tree, 8 at 5. South departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27, Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 4-1.
Here we go. Yeah. That's right, in this one the nose doesn't seem to come down. You just take off. Oh, there it came down. Oh, that time it worked. Alrighty, well, let's get going here. I know I can fly this slow, so brakes, stop the wheels. Make the skis come up in case they weren't up already. Flaps coming up. What do we need to do? We are right on target. Maybe move a little bit to the left, which will be fine because... Oh, I know what's going on. This is the section on the preview from the first video where you go up this thing and back down the thing. That's what we did. We went up the fjord, now we're coming back down the fjord. I see.
Continue for south departure.
Sonderstrom Tower, Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 4-1, continue for south departure.
So things I need to be careful of. Get overspeeding. At 125 you get the overspeed horn. Oh, you can also use this too, by the way, to follow your GPS. I haven't mentioned that yet, but I was using that in the previous leg or two. So that 206, that's 2 hours and 6 minutes to finish the bush trip, by the way. What we're looking at is the 86 nautical miles. Alrighty, well, everything is going really well. We're following the line. I'm going to climb pretty high because I think we have to cover some terrain. If I remember from the preview. Actually, no, we're going to go down the fjord and then we're actually pretty good. Where are we getting to? Oh, we're just going down the fjord and following water. Oh, we don't have to go that high. Alright, well, let's trim down a little bit. Maybe we'll stay like 4,000, 5,000. I say that. And then we'll slowly climb to 23,000 like the first leg. And not realize it. So I'm going to trim down to get the speed I want. And then use my throttles to control our climb and level off, although it doesn't totally work that way in this airplane. I've noticed bringing back throttles sometimes will just slow you down and not point you down. Or not descend or whatever. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. We're getting a little bit off, but that's because I don't want to hit the mountains. So we're literally going to follow this fjord for 45 minutes. So I don't need to do much more speaking. I just need to get my airplane at the altitude I want.
Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 4-1, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Sonderstrom Tower, Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 4-1, frequency change.
Alright, I just need to get my airplane stable, get to the altitude that I want, and then get you some sightseeing shots. During editing of the previous videos, I've noticed I've been giving you, I don't know if I'm going to say too much sightseeing, but I've been giving you like 10-15 minutes of sightseeing over time of the video, which, I don't know. No one's ever commented on more or less sightseeing, ever. I've heard people say I should talk less, but then it gets awkward. You know, at least when I watch videos when people don't talk, it's very strange. Unless it's something like a sightseeing segment or a demonstration that requires talking. Yeah, there's the icing I was worried about. So I think we need to clear this up because I'm not going to... If there's a way to de-ice the plane, I never found it. Leave it in the comments. But by the time you watch this, I've recorded every leg, so... I don't know. So let's do that, which is what we did to come in here. Reset the barometer. But this time, because we already flew this thing with so many clouds we could barely see anything, let's screw with the clouds a little bit here and bring up the bottoms. There we go. We'll do what we did in an earlier leg where we still have that layer, but we can actually see where we're flying this time. I know it gets rid of the snow, but since the previous couple legs we flew with all the clouds and everything, let's just enjoy uninterrupted scenery this time because it'll be a very different experience. So we're getting kind of high. If I bring my throttles too much, we'll see what happens. And then I'll turn to sightseeing. Again, we're not totally on track with this because it puts us over the mountain, over the hills, but I want to fly down the fjord, so we're going to deviate a little bit. I might add 5 minutes, who cares. Alright, I'm going to get this thing under control, and then I'll give you some sightseeing here. Yeah, see, I brought back throttles to slower descent. Instead, it slowed us down and pointed us down, and we sped up. So we actually sped up when I brought back throttle. This plane is crazy. Like I said in the first video, I think, when I first flew this plane when they added it to the sim, I didn't take it very seriously. I thought it was kind of goofy. I flew on an X-plane, but I never bought a payware version of an X-plane. I always wanted to. But this is actually not as bad as I thought. This is a pretty good plane, actually. So we're almost under control. Again, I'm not going to go above 120, because on 125 I get the overspeed, and I don't want to crash the plane or stress the plane. And we're at 4,500 feet. I don't want to get too much higher because we don't have to go for the train. We can follow this all the way to the ocean and then just stay along the shoreline until we land. So we don't have to clear any of this terrain. So once I get this stable, then I can let go of the controls for a split second. I'll get you some sightseeing. Enjoy the views. Hopefully not too much sightseeing, but you never know. So I'm going to interrupt the sightseeing because there's some cool things coming up. So first of all, we're going to be flying lower than the terrain down this fjord, which you know I love to do. Secondly, I forgot to fill up our fuel tanks, so we'll see if we have enough. If I have to fill this up at the end, magically I will. The other thing that's interesting is looking at this. It says we're more than a nautical mile off our track, right? But if you pull up the VFR map, we are about to hit this bend right here. We're right here in the middle. It always puts you in the middle. That's how you know where you are. If you don't know where you are, that's how you find out. So we're right exactly on the track here because we're right before this bend and we're touching the edge. So we're exactly where we're supposed to be. But here it says we're a mile out, nautical mile off. I think that means 1 nautical mile and not a tenth of like 1.0 tenths of a nautical mile. I'm pretty sure that's nautical mile. So it says we're off, but we're not. It says we're off quite a ways too, because that lines up with the one in the cockpit. So maybe this 1.0 isn't a full mile. I thought it was. I thought that was a nautical mile. I know I can change the range and all too, but somehow I can change the range of that. But anyway, so I'm confused because according to the map we're exactly right on, but according to the GPS we're not. So I just think that's interesting disparity. I also think it's awesome we're going to be below train. And I think it's hilarious you forgot to fill us up with fuel. We might not have enough. I might have to do some turtle magic to get us there, but we'll see. By turtle magic, I mean hit repair and refuel, which has been mapped on my keyboard, because that's what you used to have to use in bush trips before they fixed a few things. Fixing meaning they fill you up now, or you have to go to a fuel station. But before that, several updates ago, before that, you had to map repair and refuel. And they never told you, well, they only told you that during like a live stream. Because I would get so many comments like, how do you keep going? I'm like, you have to map this to your keyboard. Anyway, more sightseeing through the fjord as I hand fly and try not to run into the sides. And I'm trying not to think about folding laundry. That's what I wanted to do, was fold laundry. Oh my, we've gone down quite a bit. We're at 4,700, and the updraft, downdraft is really making us move around. I better pay attention, and I'll let you pay attention through sightseeing. I must say, flying down this fjord below train level has been the best decision because it is just incredibly gorgeous. And I was thinking that I'm still pretty sure that means a mile, but a mile off, I mean, this thing is so huge. From there to there probably is a mile. So if my track now is on the right going along this ridge, that's about a mile away, so or not a mile, so I would assume it is a mile. So anyway, that's where we're headed, is this opening. We're going to turn left. When we get closer, we'll read about the next thing. Still 19.4 nautical miles away. We are getting really low on fuel, and we have quite a bit of flight left. So I think I'm going to refuel us right now because it'll be too heavy if we do it right before landing. So this is really going to blow us up here. Not blow us up, but mess us up. So we need a lot more throttle to accommodate. Because obviously it just added a whole bunch of fuel. Let's see it speeding up, see? It's pointing us down and speeding up with less throttle. So it's so strange. So let's regroup here. Not overspeed. And get the throttle so we're just right. Just, you know, between 4,500 and 5,000 feet. There we go. I'll make slight adjustments. There you go. Less throttle and we're speeding up. See? So crazy. Anywho, it just makes it difficult. It still says low fuel. Even though we're totally full. That's funny. I honestly don't think we would have made it on that tank of fuel. On that quarter tank we had left or whatever. So, fill that up now. That way we're lighter when we land. Anyway. Not much more to say other than rambling. I've just been enjoying all these glacial things all over the place. We're gonna fly us to the mouth, 16 nautical miles, and we'll read about the next greatest thing. All along I kept thinking this was the time left on the entire bush trip, but we have a 45-minute leg after this one, and we still have quite a ways. Well, I don't know, we are cruising pretty good, and all the other legs so far have taken way less time than predicted. So maybe there really is just an hour and 4 minutes left if I keep this pace. I don't know. Anyway, gotta keep my speed down, don't want to overspeed, and I don't want to climb much more either. So I want to get that set. I'll see you at the mouth of that river. It's a fjord. It's a fjord turtle. And now all of a sudden, an updraft is throwing us straight up into the sky. So now we're at 5,200 feet. We went from 4,800 to 5,200 in a matter of a second or so. It was insane. So let's get this back under control while we enjoy the amazing scenery at the same time. Oh my gosh, I got to come from my chair. I was leaning back really far. Yeah, let's not keep climbing like that. My word. 10.5 nautical miles away now. So let's read about the next thing as we take a nosedive now. Good grief. This plane is interesting. I assume it's somewhat realistic, but it behaves very differently from any of the other planes. Oh, we're going to overspeed. Let's nose up to get that speed down. And throttle back so we don't climb. There we go. Man, oh man. Barometer okay. Let's see if our compass has drifted. And it has quite a bit. Alrighty, D on the keyboard, by the way, Delta, to get that back. Or what you're supposed to do is look at your whiskey compass and then compare that to your HSI or compass here, whatever. Alrighty, we're still gaining speed and dipping up and down, whatever. Alright, the next thing, 7-minute flight near the opening, which is, see, it's doing it again. Are we over mountains? No, we're over, right center over the water, and we're getting, now we're going really slow. What is going on? Come on now. Come on now. Oh, see, now we're dipping down. See, I didn't even touch anything. Not a thing, and it just goes whatever it wants to do. I was going too fast. Weird. And now, jeez. Whatever. Next thing, at the mouth of this fjord, gain a visual on the strait, which is bounded by, on the south by the fjord, and the north by another arm of a fjord. Sorry, I'm trying to read and look at my gauges. It's not going very well. Turn to south-southeast heading. Kangerlussuaq, founded in 1755 as a whaling center, lies on the south side of an island bounded by the fjord and the fjord, both large fjords in the region. Okay, so 7 minutes out, we're looking for this plot of land. That's the plan. Oh, and then after that, we go to the airport, which is 14 minutes away. Might as well just finish this up then. Adjust course, tune in NDB, we're not going to reason GPS, which will indicate the course to the next landing site across the mouth of the fjord, which meets the Davis Strait there. I am just fighting this airplane so hard right now. Come on, stop fighting me. Pass over the island, and there's an uninhabited mountain island. Pass over that island across the sound, and reach another island, which has an airport on it, which we're going to land at. That's the plan. So, there you go. 20 minutes of flying after we get around this corner. which is just giving me so many problems to get this plane back on track. And it wasn't from the fuel either. When I added the fuel, I was still on track. That was easy. But something happened where it just blew us all around. But we'll get there. In the meantime, let's enjoy this beautiful sight together. The sun, well, it's not really about to set, but it's getting lower in the sky, which makes sense. And it's just so beautiful. Whoops, we'll use the drone here while I can. Airplane suddenly is stable. I don't understand what happened. Beautiful. We flew that entire fjord. It took about 48 minutes like it's supposed to. So, anywho, what are we doing? Oh boy, we're down below 4,000 feet. So let's give some throttle, not to speed up, but to climb. And it's starting to climb a little bit slowly. Nope, now it's dipping down. Whatever, I'll worry about that stuff while you just worry about looking out the window here. I'm giving him more and more fuel or throttle to climb. And it's sped up first, and now it's starting to climb. I mean, flaps are in, right? Flaps are in, skis are up. This is wild. Alright, it's about to make her turn here. Cross it back over a thing, and then it'll tell us what heading to turn to. Or we can look at the nav log, and it would tell us 195 degrees. And we're about to cross this. There we go. Let's start heading 195 degrees. And we'll follow the shoreline. The GPS puts us kind of over the mountains. We're just going to follow the shore. But regardless, that's a beautiful sight, isn't it? Almost looks like the basalt deltas in Minecraft. Alrighty, yeah, I want us to go over that mountain, but we're not going to. We're just going to go along the edge. If you want to see it for yourself, I'll show you. We're right here, and we're just going to go along the edge of the water, just like this, until we see the airport. But anyway, what do we got? 12.9 nautical miles, and then we get to that island we're supposed to look for, and then the airport. So let's have one more round of sightseeing, or maybe there'll be two. Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna get this thing under control. It's still not doing what I wanted to. It's still too fast and bobbing up and down. So I'm gonna control this thing best as I can, and you enjoy the sights. Alright, 6.8 miles away is an island that we're supposed to look for, but we don't have the snow turned on because I moved the clouds up. So I don't really know which island we're looking at. Looking for an and we're not going over the mountains. We're off to the side. We're like out here somewhere, so I don't know which one we're looking for. Is it? It's not that one. I think what we'll have to do is wait until we're exactly over it, 5.7 nautical miles, and that's how we'll figure it out. 3.4 nautical miles, so we're getting close to it. I guess it could be this right here? I don't think it's that, that's too far away. I mean, maybe it's that, but we'll just have to see here. I mean, it's really vast, so like this might look like it's next to us, but that's like a mile away, nautical mile away. At least. So we'll have to see what it says. Plus we're not over the thing, so we might never go down to 0, right? So let's actually go in a little bit so that it registers us, or else it might not give us the next POI if we're not close enough to the first one. We better play their game here and see how the time's going to wait now as we get closer. Yeah, that's what I thought. And 1.3 and 1.2, so this is definitely our island, so I was right. It was that island we were next to. It's this area here. Boom, 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 boom. So will it change to our next POI for us? Oh yeah, because look how close we're getting. We're going right over the top pretty soon. Good. That's awesome. Then we'll head to the airport, which is how far away. It'll tell us when it's flipped, 26 nautical miles away. There we go. Alrighty, does it show up on here yet? I think it does right there. So let's just use that. We're gonna fly towards it. One bump, two bump, the third bump. Is that like right here maybe? Not sure. But that's where we're gonna fly to. So I'll give you a little bit of sightseeing on the way, and then we'll land and conclude the penultimate leg of this 9-hour plus bush trip that I have been enjoying way more than I thought it would. When I saw it come up on the thing, I'm like, oh, that's going to be a biggie, but I'm enjoying it. So anyway, I got to get this thing down. We're starting to climb too much, so I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I'm having difficulty setting up sightseeing shots, so that's all you get. Actually, this is a good one. I should use this. But anyway, I think we're headed right around this corner here. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. So, we're going to go around the bend so we can fly straight in. In fact, let's see if we can tune in. Airport. Yes, we can. It's just traffic. Select runway for landing. Oh, I don't care. If we do the 16, we can go straight in, so let's do that. Announce full stop landing and announce position.
Bravo Golf Mike Quebec traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 4116 miles northwest 5,300 feet inbound to land runway 16.
And I'll probably totally forget to do any other announcements. Let's hit D to calibrate our compass a little bit. There we go. You can see on the GPS where we're headed though. Well, you could. Yeah, this is definitely going to be right because the next leg is supposed to be 44 minutes. So there you go. Alright, we just got to find this airport. Is it here or is it there? I guess we can pull up the VFR map, can't we? And that'll tell us exactly where we're going. So we're in the middle, so we're way over here. So right now we're going around this big old thing is this big old thing. And then there's another big old thing which is right here where it curves out, which is right there. So the airport is right opposite, or not opposite. Well, yeah, opposite from we are right there. But we're going to fly around it so we can fly straight in. See? So there we go. Because it says runway 16, which is, boom, dogleg to the left. Clouds on the ocean are pretty smooth. The sky is coming down. Sun is coming down. We're coming down in altitude too. I've been descending about 500 feet per minute on purpose, keeping our speed up so we don't take too long. Let's do some views outside while the plane is relatively stable. And for the final leg, we're just flying over there. A quick 45 minutes, which is quick compared to all the other legs of this bush trip. The other bush trip to do though, other than the 3-hour leg, they're like 20-minute legs, so that's gonna be weird. Fly for 3 hours and then all of a sudden it's just a bunch of 20-minute legs. That's kind of strange. Oh, no, I thought there's a big ship, but it's crap on the windshield. That's funny. Anyway, there's an airport over here. Is that right there? I think it's right there. Alright, it says we're 8 miles out and we should fly straight in right now. Oh, because it's over this hump. We're not going over the hump. What are we at? 3,000. Let's stay at 3,000 until we're ready to go. Let's announce our position once again.
Bravo Golf Mike Quebec traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 418 miles northwest 3,000 feet inbound to land runway 16.
According to the GPS though, we shouldn't have anything in our way. But it sure looks like we do. Very interesting. Maybe the airport is... Oh, maybe the airport's right there, that's why. Is it? No. Yes? Huh. maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let's keep our speed, or altitude up. How did I spot that with my terrible eyes? Oh, now I lost it. Shoot. I pointed right at it with the mouse. There it is, right there. Okay, we should be able to... Oh yeah, there's plenty of space to come down over that little hill. So let's announce our final. Let's shut this thing up.
Bravo Golf Mike Quebec traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is on final runway 16 to land.
Alrighty, let's look out the windows one more time, and then we got to focus on this one because it's a little jagged here. So here we go. Let me get comfortable, and sorry for the microphone noises. I adjust it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna aim for the end of the runway, and then not hit that hill. So we can start slowing down. I'm going to nose up to slow down, even though this airplane doesn't quite operate that way. But anyway, we'll keep the runway between our legs, because having things between your legs is the most comfortable way of having things, and it lines us up perfectly. No matter the size of your aircraft or whatever unit you're flying, size doesn't matter. Just keep it between your legs, and then it'll land perfectly on that landing strip. Come on, let's go. I just don't want to hit. I'm not doing this to cheat, I'm just curious. Oh gosh, we have plenty of space below us. Let's go full flap. And skis are up, obviously. And now we can kind of come down steeply because I was nervous about hitting the train, which is so far below us it doesn't even matter. And crazy how I'm nosed down and we're slowing down. I'm not slipping it, but it feels like I am. We're gonna come down steeply and then level off because it's tail dragger. And when we level off, our speed will go to 0 in a split second, so you gotta be ready for it. And here we go. Sometimes these long finals, sorry about the microphone again. Sometimes these long finals are the scariest because you think you've got it and at the last end you twitch or something. So I actually like the scary, crazy landings in the mountains. Those are fun. Haven't had those in a long time, have we? These bush trips, they've been long bush trips and challenging bush trips, but for other reasons. Okay, let's keep our speed up a little bit here. Oh boy, we have a tree right at the end. Not right at the end, but enough at the end that I'm nervous. Okay, we got too low too soon because I'm going to lose sight of the airport, the runway. Well, if it weren't for the tree, I think I would have had a good glide slope, but I leveled off with the tree. We should be high enough above that tree, and we should be over the tree right now. Don't worry, we're not going to come in hot. We're going to level our steep. I mean, we're going to level off just like this. Boom. Okay, we'll stall. Fine, I don't mind stalling. I want to touch down though. And reversers working. Yes, they are. Flaps in, brakes, and there we go. Brakes again, please. Reversers off. I don't think we really have a place to taxi to. Are you going to stop? Thank you. Parking brake set. Do we have a place to taxi to back there? No, so we're just going to turn everything off. So the quick way to do this is just turn off the fuel and then see what else you can turn off while you're waiting for the fuel to turn off. And once that prop stops, we'll be done with the bush trip. So, I mean, normally you do all of this before. I just want to get this over because it takes a long time for that to wind down. Come on, why won't that turn off? That's weird. Anyway, any second now should be done with the leg, right? Yes? Thank you. Hour 12. Not too bad. I think it said hour 4. So, interesting how all the other legs I got done way faster. Oh, I know why. Because I zigzagged through the fjord. Anywho, there you go. Make sure you subscribe so you know when the final leg drops. Hit the like button so people we know we exist. And I'll see you then.